as the neighbor fires up his Banshee. I'm gonna come out here and oil down this go-kart. He can't have a cool toy and me not have one. I don't have a lot of oil left in this, but I'm just gonna coat this puppy. Found out earlier that's a 212 Predator on there. I mean, I know they're like 150 bucks new, but also I have all these extra parts, the little pull cord and all that kind of stuff. I'm just gonna coat this whole thing. Can you hear my buddy off in the distance? Gotta get this thing crazy lubricated here. Once I get it to the point where it can move, then I'll go ahead and put some chain wax on it. I got a whole bunch of that from my Turbo Hayabusa racing days. All right. Put on the seal there for the crank. Spark plug, at least it's in it, you know. Oh, that's the Corvette I mentioned in one of the last videos. Well, the last video. It's an 03 ragtop. I've had that for a billion years. Good car. All right, mini bike parts. Yeah, I've got a really cool Predator 212 over there with all kinds of Go Fast parts in it that I can't wait to put on that go-kart if I can get the go-kart to work properly. I need some WD-40, dang it. Well, 2 days have passed. Hurricane Helene has wreaked all sorts of havoc all up and down the coast and way up into the Carolinas, Georgia. This thing, however, has been sitting here, hopefully soaking, but I got the Big Shot can. Big Blast. I'm gonna throw down on it. It's gonna get just freaking coated. Everything that can be covered is going to be covered because it's just gonna sit a couple days. It's supposed to actually rain a little bit over the next few days. Got another storm coming through, which is what we all wanted to hear, huh? But this stuff is so nice because you just aim in the basic direction of what you want to lubricate. And it will lubricate it. Got some dirt in that wheel. Ugh. Just get everything. Every little joint. One or two of these may free up. Most will not. Got to get the dirt out of that wheel. Making a little progress here. Got my pedals up there. There's the gas. Watch that. See if we can make the brake actuate. This shouldn't be a big deal because it's got one of those band style. And you just push the pedal. Yeah, that's already working. It's got like an outer belt band thing. You see it down in there? It's all covered in oil now. I'll have to clean that with brake parts cleaner, but this little critter wants to live, man. Check it out. Steering freeing up. Both pedals work, steering works. Now we got to focus on the engine. There's an aftermarket billet aluminum rod in here, which is just so sweet to look at. I got to show you that first. Look at that thing. Also, we're going to put the billet flywheel. We're going with an aftermarket camshaft. We have to clearance the crankshaft, pop it all back together, and see if we can make some power. This area right here, this top ridge on either side, has to be ground down. So the first thing to do, we have to protect this surface right here. So we're going to put several layers of masking tape on that. So just in case I accidentally nick this, we won't ruin the crankshaft. This is after about 5 minutes on one side. What you want to do, see how wide that is, like in relation to my thumb? Grind, and then you go back and look for the parts that are the high spots and just kind of trim those down. Really easy to take the pin out of the side of this for the retaining clip. Matter of fact, there it is, and I use that steak knife to do it. By the way, this little sprocket right here, which has to do with the governor, will no longer be used. I'm assuming you want your engine to rev to like 8 grand instead of 3,200. It's on the opposing side of this crank. I already have it stuck up in the block where it's supposed to be so I could show you, but it's so easy. It's basically driven onto the other side, and you just tap on each side of it with a hammer and it comes right off. Look very closely there. See the little dot on the crankshaft and the dot on the gear? Right there. That one across it. Make it so they exactly match the position of the other piece. Okay, I got the cylinder head on, but not tight yet. There's a brand new steel head gasket in there that's thinner than the original, taking the compression ratio up just a little bit. Now we're gonna get a feeler gauge, pop it between the rocker and the valve stem cap, and we're going to put in 3/1000ths of lash. Now I use the ARP stuff on bolts here and there that require it, but this is the stuff that goes on all the others. Very, very sticky. When you put it on something, it will stay there. It's good for bearings and things like that. I put some pliers on this 4-sided piece right here as I tighten down the nut. You want to make sure this does not rotate as you tighten it down. But that's all we're doing on the top. We can put the valve cover on now. It's a weird time in Florida, man, post Helene, and we got this other one coming in, but I just got a golf cart for free that has a 212 Predator on it that had been soaking in Helene's aftermath for a while. And now it turns out I have a neighbor who has a golf cart he's giving away. All the batteries are out of it, but the motor, the differential, the tires, wheels, steering, the body, all that's on it. So I'm going to grab it now, and I'm going to find some way to attach it to the back of my truck. I'm sure this is going to be just downright artistic. How she blows right there. Well, let's use a log chain or do something. Like I said, it's not going to be pretty, but it'll work. This is the most rigged setup. I'm actually going to leave these front wheels so they can turn. This is probably going to be tragic. But I only have like 3 blocks to go, but boy, so much can happen in 3 blocks. I don't see how this could go wrong in any way. This is just engineering right here. You can't fight engineering. That's bad. This is going to be terrible. Those of you who have known me for years are not even slightly surprised by my actions. There goes a turn. If it goes to hell, it'll be long about now. But I have it strapped on pretty well. Still connected. Still connected. Still connected. I don't mind saying I'm a seasoned pro when it comes to hauling POSs back to the house. I preemptively mentioned this to my girlfriend and she gave me that look. You know, the one like she's gonna wait till I'm sleeping and do a Lorena Bobbitt on me. It's a dangerous world, but you gotta bring home stuff. Got another turn coming up here. Okay, I have a truck coming the other way now. I have to pay attention because I could total his and my truck in one very quick motion. You ever wonder if you're that guy on the block? You know, the loud cars, middle of the night, revving up at 2 a.m. because you just got your new carburetor. Okay, the golf cart's off to the right now. I think this might actually work. I'm gonna pull this into the driveway, take the log chain off. Yeah, I mean, it's nothing terrible. I might take out a mailbox. Here goes nothing. Well, that was a big bump. It's not a bad idea if it works. Go back there and check this thing out, see what happened. I have no idea when it raised the back end. Bonus. Let's disconnect this and try not to tear up anything. By the way, that's aluminum, scrap aluminum right there. So if I don't use that, that's $1.50. Off topic for a second, I put my 35s back in my truck because we just had Hurricane Helene come through here, and now there's going to be another one, Milton. So I'll try to get up off the ground as much as I can in case I have to get out of this driveway. Boy, that escalated quickly. Milton's on his way. They're talking like water up to our roof. And Helene has my girlfriend and I both a little skittish, so I'm taking the 1967 Mercury commuter wagon to a buddy's house about 2 hours away inland. It's a safe place, and I know it's a lot of a drive, but it's sure better than losing the car. And then my hot rod, the 31 Ford Model A Roadster that doesn't even have a top, that's going to a friend of mine's place in Lakeland tomorrow. Hopefully we can get this all done. As of right now, it's Sunday evening at 5:30. Got a lot to do and a short time to get there. Let's do this. Everybody is getting out of town. That's what I'm doing, along with the cars. Way away from here. One of the positive aspects of this car is that it weighs like 1,700 pounds, so it's going to be easy to tow today. Time to strap her down and get on the road. Sorry for the breathing hard, but I gotta get a lot done today. The tractor's going to have to stay in the backyard. I figure if there's one thing we own that could withstand high water, hopefully that's it. I'll just change the fluids when we get back. Hot rod is loaded. Don't know how well you can see that. No idea, but I got to get on the road. Dropping off a hot rod about an hour and a half from here. Got stuff to do, man. Let's get it done. Yeah, it's a little windy out here, a little noisy, but I'm about a half hour from where the hot rod's gonna be kept in a garage. So far, so good. It was a bit difficult finding gas. So about the third place I tried, they have it. I'm gonna fill this puppy all up in the neck. Oh, I spoke too soon. Look how slow that pump's moving. This pump is almost empty. Well, it's 10 gallons better than nothing, though. I'm going to stand here for a minute, see what I can get done, but I can't wait all day for it to pump, you know? 5 miles up the road, I got lucky. Look at that. Got to fill it up. And as I promised, all up in the neck. Well, there's all the people getting out of Tampa. Looks like Milton's going to be a formidable foe. I'm actually going back into Tampa. I just dropped off the Mustang. Going back now to get the Corvette convertible. Going to put it on the trailer and maybe go back to the same place where I just was, and if not, I'll have to take it to the place where we're sheltering from the storm. We decided to go a day early to our shelter because our AC stopped working and half of the electricity in our house stopped working. Salt water is just so bad for just about anything it touches, and I think it's pretty much going to smoke the wiring in our home. And it wasn't even that much water, but it was enough. Some of you are probably thinking that this is perhaps a bit melodramatic, but I'm taking a little video of the house because it honestly might be the last time we see it. It's a good house. I'd really like for it to be here when we get back. If the storm surge is to be believed, that Hummer could be underwater. We got the last car and even the Vespa scooter loaded up. I wasn't entirely sure we'd be able to do that. So, that rag top and the Vespa and the truck that's been earning its keep today. Well, let's go over to our safe house. I'm gonna make one last look out here at the car and the truck. This house is so well built that it's raining outside, but you don't even hear it. Well, there's my current setup. Got the truck loaded down with all kinds of stuff, looking like I'm doing a Carolina squat. The Vespa 150 there and my Corvette convertible. I'm assuming I'm probably going to have to drain the Corvette when this is all said and done. It's not the ultimate situation to be in because they have part of their fuse panel on the right toe board area, like where the passenger would be sitting, where their feet would go. So, but I can handle that. This is fresh water, not salt water. The rain's already coming down. We're still expecting a couple more people here at the house. But this is very, very light rain right now. But there's the stuff that I'm trying to protect. And the most important stuff is in the house already being protected. Oh man, next morning and everybody is worn out, man. See what we got here. Hi. I tell you what, this neighborhood is so protected. It's so well built. We heard noise and stuff, but the next couple of segments of this video you'll see closer to our house, hopefully. We don't know yet. Don't know if it's passable to get over there. See if we got any water in here. That's all over the seat. That's expected, but not sure about down there yet. That's supposed to be all of it. That's one car that's okay. We have no internet service right now, so I'm just basically recording this for my own posterity. I have a feeling we're going to see stuff that's far more intense today. We have somebody's shelf in our yard. There's water still out there, fenced down across the street. A branch or two here. Dee built a gazebo all by herself. And we're wanting to see if that is still up. First look. The floor is dry and she doesn't know it yet. She's gonna get a little emotional here because her gazebo survived. Well, it's got a panel out of it. And there's the, I'll show you what's going on back here real quick. Oh, the panel's still here.
Holy God!
It's missing a panel, but look right there. There's the panel.
My gazebo is standing, bitches!
The entire fence is down.
I have one panel missing.
Did you notice that there's no wetness on the floor?
I know.
There's
our
none.
Our house did not get flooded. But our fence is damaged.
The grill got knocked over. Most of this always looks this bad.
Let me show you, bitches.
That's the big tree that came down. See over here, Dee? Remember the other big tree?
Oh,
it's
that's
down.
Gone.
It's officially down. It's in the road.
Look at that, bitches! I'm a fat-ass bitch. My gazebo is standing.
And there's your trim piece. All the pieces are still here.
My pieces are here.
Watch this board. It's got nails in it.
Hell yeah! See that, bitches? That's right, I'm a fat-ass bitch. Oh, boy.
Yeah, we have some issues that still have to be dealt with.
Oh, major.
Man, look at how much concrete we put on that and it still knocked it down.
Look at that.
Yeah.
No, I just want to say, my gazebo is standing, bitches. Woo-hoo! Just missing one panel.
That tree right there was right up against our fence, and we were wanting to get it all taken down, and Milton went ahead and did that.
We've got some shingle and
The house itself is fantastic. That tree is a little smaller. Wait, whose ladder is that?
That's Robert's. And here comes Robert. Collect your ladder!
Wow. A couple of hours have gone by. We came back from the house. I'm letting the Corvette air out a bit. It's not all crazy like water piled up in the floor, but it's just the floor mats are wet and stuff. Can you believe that little scooter survived that? I don't see any damage from the storm on any of the vehicles that I have. It's crazy. But making progress. Just have to keep going, you know? By the way, that's what the side of the truck looks like after all this stuff is pelted into it, all this vegetation. There's little bits. That's actually a half moon, but it doesn't have enough resolution to show that. This is what it looks like the night after. I'm actually zooming in on houses. You may see little areas that are, no, not even gonna see that. You're gonna see little spots. Like there's somebody walking along over there. They have a little headset on as they're walking. And there's a little bit, these are not generated by normal lights. These are like, they have a generator or something, and there's one little light over there. But the rest of the neighborhood, it's so quiet. And you just see outlines of people and you see the light where they're walking. We are charging up our, what we call a jackery. And it's like a little power supply thing. There's the truck. So I'm gonna go over here, see if we can see. Yo, what's up, Square Max? Bubble wrap. I don't have it for protection. I have it for anxiety therapy. I just did a little. It is Friday at noon. Got helicopters flying over. We just had breakfast at a restaurant. Good stuff. Lots of progress being made. Got the rust already coming in on the scoop. Well, my girlfriend just told me there's some stuff that's of interest on the YouTube channel that floated into our front yard. It's supposedly some interesting stuff.
So, we have... Oh, Uber Lube.
Uber Lube.
we
I thought
have-
they just gave rides to
We
places.
have Clona Willy. Then we have...
It's vibrating. It's a silicone replica of any, you know.
Then we have Rear Comfort Lube.
I tell you what, there's nothing better than a comfortable rear.
Yeah, but that's
There's the
glow in
Uber Lube.
There's Uber.
Glow in the dark?
Yeah, this is glow in the dark.
You're not touching that stuff, are you?
No.
Is that a black lacy bra?
It is. Then we have...
One of our neighbors is... Do you wear that stuff?
Yeah, not me.
Then we have Taste of Love.
Oh, Lord.
Mm.
Well, we got some...
Oh, wait. Here's
Wait a
one.
minute, there's also some pickle juicers over here. I don't even know what the heck a pickle juicer. I don't want to know.
Look. Right here. Then we have Fruits of Fun. Edible lubricant, sweet
One
peach.
of our neighbors. And of course, there's a pizza crust in the middle of it.
Here's the other one. We have Jack and Jill's Natural Play.
Aww.
You gotta see who's smoking.
Tea tree oil.
This is the brand name stuff, too.
Oh, and then
and then a Marlboro Light afterwards.
And then an after cigarette of love.
This is craziness. One of our neighbors is a freak. Well, thanks. Thanks, guys. You're at the end of the video.
Thought I'd share that with
I got
our
some
YouTube
weird people.
people.
I got some weird
Our
people.
YouTube people.
Weird people out here. What if they just... I'm sorry that was of a kind of an adult content, but there's a tractor in the garage. That's how we roll. Thanks for watching this time, guys. Hello, Raven. Gun showed up with a bulldozer. Let's do this. I have no idea what the plan is. I don't see any other trucks. Oh yeah, there's a truck right there. Man, they make light work of this stuff. They're knocking it out of the way in like 2 minutes.